I'm Mary Simon Lucy, and I'm at the University of Missouri and work in community development, and that's where I've had most of my experience. I've had an opportunity for a number of global experiences related to extension that really goes back to having actually participated in the 4-H International Youth Exchange when I was a young woman. That really set the stage. But after I began to work in extension, my first extension experience as an employee was actually being part of hosting some faculty from the University of the Western Cape in South Africa. And this was before apartheid was ended. And we had just entered this partnership 25 years ago now with the University of the Western Cape after students had camped out for a whole week or maybe even a month on our quadrangle protesting and wanting us to divest our resources in that country. So that really whetted my appetite to want to go to Africa. And so in the meantime, I was part of, setting up programs and exchanges with Thailand, with Ireland, etc. But finally, this past year, I had the opportunity to be part of a delegation that went from University of Missouri Extension to the University of the Western Cape to start really solidifying how we, as Extension, are part of that integrated exchange with the university. So the goal for us is to really develop that relationship with the University of the Western Cape. Again, they have extension in South Africa, but it's through government ministry. But this university is unique, and they do a tremendous amount of engagement and outreach through the faculty, through the students, that's very much like our extension work. So they're interested in how we work to build community volunteer capacity in that ongoing. We're interested in how do we ramp up the engagement by working with additional faculty on campus and with students and that sort of thing. And so it's a very, and many of the issues we're interested in are also very similar. Okay, how this is bringing value is that in the last year and a half, we have set up several webinars and continued to keep this line of communication going. We've written an internal proposal to begin to start on several different things. So we have a webinar next week on food insecurity, which is a big issue in that country. It's a big issue in this country. And we also have planning for one that deals with something that they've uniquely pulled together, the use of sport, the use of community conflict resolution and community capacity building. And we're also working right now to put together an exchange of community leaders based on what we've learned in doing that with Ireland and with Thailand. So it has brought a broader awareness within our own university of the value of extension because of the people we've worked with who didn't know about us. But it's also really bridging some of the beliefs people have about diversity in our own state. And it's really giving me the opportunity as an administrator to provide opportunities for other faculty, for our educators. And that's where it's been of real benefit for me. In terms of applying it, I've been able to weave this into the work that we're trying to do around core strategic advantages in our own campus, but also in terms of providing additional international opportunities for the faculty and educators that are part of my program, because I just think that's incredibly important for them because they work with communities. Well, I think we've had people in our extension system involved for some time. I've been with extension 25 years. That whole time people have been involved. Now, were they involved before? Probably. But I know during my 25 years they've been involved. And most of my time, somehow or other, I've had that opportunity to be involved. But we don't have any core central place where, there's an organized institute or anything. It's more a grassroots, grounds up, and people get excited about being part of opportunities, and they share that. But when they come back and share it with their communities or with their other faculty members about what they learned and the ideas that they're bringing into that and how that can make a difference here for us, that's what really, I think, keeps it alive. The reason you as a taxpayer should pay for me to go to South Africa when I'm a public university is because when I'm there, I am learning ways to deal with issues where we have contentious race relationships, where you have huge issues around public health and HIV, where I went into several townships and saw what women were doing, organizing themselves to provide educational opportunities for the kids, to provide after-school feeding, to deal with those who had AIDS or elderly and had no place to go to get medical care or no place to go to be sure that they were fed, and built partnerships with faculty at a university there and with a church to bring in other resources. We can learn from that.